Fortifying your home sounds responsible. Reinforce the doors, bar the windows, stack sandbags, concertina wire along the fence line. Post about it. Feel prepared. Here's the problem. You just told every set of eyes on your street that whatever's inside is worth all that effort. Every visible layer of defense is a billboard. This person has resources. This person is ready for something the rest of us aren't. In a world where desperation does the thinking, that billboard is an invitation, not a deterrent. The 7-foot tactical fence doesn't say stay away. It says jackpot. Quiet fortification. Position hardening that looks like a normal Tuesday. That's the doctrine. Step 1. Understand what actually fails, then make it irrelevant. Every prepper forum will tell you to buy a better lock. Here's what the FBI's crime data actually says. Roughly 70% of forced entries succeed through door frame failure, not lock failure, frame failure. Your deadbolt is anchored into a strike plate held by 3/4-inch screws sunk into 1 inch of soft pine trim. One kick separates the grain, the screws rip free, and the whole assembly, deadbolt still locked, swings open on a splintered chunk of molding. Your lock didn't fail, the wood holding it did. First fix, replace those factory screws, every hinge, every strike plate, with 3-inch screws that bite into the structural stud behind the trim. A reinforcement plate distributes impact across 18 inches of steel instead of a 2-inch factory plate. 30 minutes, looks identical from the outside. Second fix, the one that changes the physics entirely, a security bar. Not a doorknob brace that leans against the floor, a steel bar that drops into heavy brackets bolted into the wall studs on both sides of the frame. Same 3-inch screws. The bar bridges the full width of the door, and now every pound of kick force transfers into the structural skeleton of the house. The door isn't a door anymore. It's a wall with a handle on it. A quality drop bar absorbs 2,000 pounds of force. A human kick generates about 1,000. They can kick until their boots fall apart. They're fighting the building. And for anyone with bad knees, a bad back, or service-related injuries, you don't have to be standing there. You don't have to be fast. Drop the bar, sit down, physics holds the line. The door is solved. The average break-in lasts 8 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes of noise, exposure, and 0 progress on a barred door. That's not a door anyone commits to. Step 2. Handle the glass, because doors are only half the equation. 23% of residential burglaries come through first-floor windows. The standard prepper response is burglar bars, steel grating bolted to every window. Now your house looks like a pawn shop in a rough zip code, confirming you have valuables worth caging. Security window film, 8mm polyester laminate applied to the interior of existing glass, invisible once installed, holds shattered glass together in a web pattern. A standard window shatters and clears in under 2 seconds. A filmed window cracks but stays in the frame. 30 seconds to 3 minutes of delay, purchased in noise, frustration, and exposure. Here's where common advice fails. In a prolonged outage, that alarm company isn't monitoring anything. The sticker just confirmed you had the budget to invest. And when the grid is down and every other house is dark, your motion light announces exactly which address still has power. That's not security, that's a beacon. Step 3. Control what leaves your house, not just what enters it. This is the part most guides skip. OPSEC, operational security. The military developed it during Vietnam after discovering the enemy wasn't breaking codes, they were reading patterns, supply schedules, movement habits, routine behaviors. Your house leaks the same way. Amazon boxes in the recycling, freeze-dried meal deliveries 3 times a week, the generator running 6 hours every evening during a blackout while the rest of the block sits in silence, the smell of cooking meat when nobody else has eaten hot food in days. Every signal is a data point, and desperate people assemble data points fast. Here's the one most people get wrong: generators. A standard portable unit puts out 60 to 85 decibels, a lawnmower in a silent neighborhood. You're broadcasting your coordinates. Better answer? Battery first. A portable power station, lithium, no combustion, operates at 25 to 40 decibels, a whisper. Run it for 90% of daily needs. Solar panel during daylight. Gas generator only for a 2-hour bulk charge, timed for maximum ambient noise. You've collapsed your audible signature from 12 hours to 2. For anyone with limited mobility, this isn't just quieter, it's safer on every axis. Flatten the rest of the signals now while it looks normal. Stagger purchases. Bag packaging opaque. Cook low aroma behind closed windows. You're not hiding, you're blending. Hiding implies something worth protecting. Blending implies you're in the same situation as everyone else. Step 4. Build depth, not height. The prepper instinct is walls, higher fence, thicker door, heavier lock. Vertical thinking. The problem: vertical defense only has to fail once. One breach and everything behind it is exposed. Military doctrine doesn't build one impenetrable line. It builds friction layers, each buying time and forcing decisions. Layer 1 is landscaping. Thorny shrubs under first-floor windows, holly, barberry, hawthorn, planted tight against the foundation. Natural, attractive, and absolutely miserable to push through in the dark. Nobody looks at a holly bush and thinks tactical obstacle. That's the point. Same mechanical protection as burglar bars, zero signal. Layer 2 is the entry hardening you already did. Reinforced frames, filmed glass, barred doors. Layer 3 is what happens when those layers weren't enough and there's no 911 to call. Grid down. The dispatcher isn't picking up. The patrol car isn't coming. You are your own response time. But you still don't go looking for the problem. At 2 in the morning, barefoot, heart hammering, adrenaline narrowing your vision to a tunnel, you are not the person you think you are. Every veteran who's done room clearing will tell you it takes a trained stack of 4. You are one person, half asleep, alone. The doctrine is the same whether police are coming or not. Get behind a barrier. That bedroom door with a drop bar, same brackets, same screws, same physics. That's your final line. You're not defending the door. The bar is. You're behind it, breathing, waiting them out. Defensive tool within arm's reach, flashlight in the nightstand, and the patience to let exhaustion do your fighting. Anyone on the other side of a barred door knows every second of noise is a second the neighbors are waking up. When effort exceeds reward, they leave. You win without moving from your chair. Layer 4, and this outperforms everything by a margin nobody admits, is relationships. The neighbor up at 5 every morning, the family across the street with dogs that bark at anything, the shift worker awake while the block sleeps. They notice the car that circles twice. You don't need a militia, you need 3 conversations and a phone number exchange. Something looks wrong, we tell each other. 6 households watching each other's doors is a harder target than any single house with a steel gate and a lone occupant who has to sleep eventually. Step 5. Define the line that overrides everything. Bug-in doctrine is not bug-in no matter what. Every position has a failure threshold. Define it now, on paper, while your thinking brain is running the show. The trigger is structural. Fire you cannot contain. Floodwater entering the building. Sustained threat your layers cannot absorb. Not when things feel bad. Things will feel bad regardless. Write it down. Laminate it. Keep fuel above half a tank. Know the route. Know who's expecting you. The exit plan doesn't mean the fortification failed. It means you built a system smart enough to include the scenario where staying costs more than moving. That's not retreat, that's engineering.
88% of residential burglaries are impulse decisions, not planned operations. Your entire architecture exists for one reason: don't be the opportunity. The doors are barred and nobody can tell. The glass holds when it shouldn't. The supplies arrived in grocery bags. The neighbors have your number. The generator is off and the battery is full. And if someone tests that front door at 2 in the morning, they're fighting the house. The house doesn't get tired. From the street, ordinary, unremarkable, forgettable. That's not a failure of preparation. That's the architecture working exactly as designed. The position is set. The signals are flat. Go find the next vulnerability.